How's it going, YouTube? This is my first new video in a while, and this is my first video ever with a brand new camera. This is the Canon 250E. It's the international version of the Rebel SL3. When you're buying a Canon camera, you save money by not paying extra to have the word Rebel on it. Now, this is all stock settings, straight out of the box. I haven't adjusted or tested anything. Hopefully this turns out just fine. Let me know what you think in the comments below. There's an event going on in the German village of Lützerath. This is way in the west of the country. It's in the state of Nordrhein-Westfalen. And if you've seen this on the mainstream media, you probably heard that a German energy company is trying to evict people from this village so they can expand a open cast lignite mine, specifically the Tagebau Gasweiler mine, and some peace-loving, saint-like climate activisten have come to the rescue, but sadly, for no reason and no justification whatsoever, the police are just beating the crap out of them, brutalizing them, just being really mean guys to them. Well, after seeing this in the, DW and other European news sources, I go to Twitter and I find all these videos of people who look like Antifa throwing fire bombs, rocks at the cops, flaming barricades, buildings completely covered in graffiti, including Antifa slogans in English, people chanting Antifa slogans in English in Germany as if they're performing for the media and not for the local German people, but for the international media. So then I think to myself, well, who are these residents that are being evicted? Because in many of the media broadcasts, it specifically just says people in the village being evicted. Well, people in the village being evicted are Antifa squatters. The energy company began buying the homes in 2005. If you go on Google Satellite View, on 3 different sides of this village, there's open cast lignite mines. And all around these mines, there's boarded up homes. And this village doesn't amount to much. It's a few buildings, a few homes, and it was all emptied out. There's one guy the media talks about who is a farmer that owns land. I can't find any source that says he actually owns a home in the area. They only report that he owns land, and he was fighting this in court. He was, up until very recently, he was unsuccessful. But the people being actually evicted are not homeowners, they're not residents, they're a bunch of Klimaaktivisten, which can mean anything. It probably means Antifa, moved into these buildings and set up squatter camps. Now, this is common in Germany. In America, we think of Portland as the center of Antifa. And we've just begun to see the Antifa squatter camps in the Pacific Northwest. But this is a way bigger phenomenon in Germany and has been for a long time. You may be wondering, who authorized the expansion of this mine? Isn't Germany drawing down on coal? Aren't they phasing out all coal by 2030 to save the environment and the world? Well, the German elites, including the Green Party, have called for a short-term surge in the use of coal, specifically this lignite coal or brown coal that comes from these open cast mines. And this has come about because of the phasing out of nuclear power and the economic war against Russia. So in many previous videos and in community posts on this YouTube channel, I've mentioned how Germany has been phasing out all nuclear power plants. The final 3 reactors were supposed to have been shut down by this past New Year's Eve. They have delayed the final shutdown because of the economic war with Russia and the energy crisis. And this is what the TV show Dark, which is on Netflix, is all about, this hit German TV show. It's about the shutting down of the nuclear power plants and the German fear of the unintended consequences of nuclear power, which in the TV show is going back in time and into different parallel universes. So windmills were supposed to replace nuclear power, which are a complete scam, as I've said many times. In America, as well as Germany, the taxpayers have to buy these windmills because they are completely unprofitable. They are not commercially viable in any way. So the taxpayers buy windmills for the power companies, and then they have to buy the power back from their own windmills. It's the electricity that you pay for twice. And then they never last anywhere close to as long as they're supposed to. The maintenance always costs way more than it's supposed to. And they do catastrophic damage to wildlife. They kill all the eagles, all the hawks, all the owls, all the bats, and all kinds of other birds. They're a complete disaster. Well, because windmills didn't fill the gap from nuclear power, they had to buy more and more natural gas from Russia. That's been shut off because of the economic war with Russia. So no more nuclear, no more Russian natural gas, and violent leftists are trying to suppress the mining of coal. This is going nowhere good. Now, I did some more digging. Eventually, these open cast mines that are all around this village of Lützerath will allegedly be turned into lakes. And this area will become a giant park. Now, Germany is not a laissez-faire, anything-goes society. This is a highly regulated, bureaucratic society. And so probably at some point 20 years from now, this whole area will be a park and will probably look fine. All right, thanks for watching this video. Click the like button, post a comment below, tell me what you think about this. And this video is sponsored by the Conservative Citizens Foundation. Check out their website, National Conservative. You can go to natcon.life. And click the subscribe button. New video every few days.